This month saw a 5-month high for U.S. consumer confidence as consumers' expectations for the labor market and business environment improved. And this could support the U.S. economy in the first part of 2019. The Conference Board announced Wednesday that confidence has increased for all age categories and household income levels combined. During the next 6 months, many consumers plan to purchase cars, homes, and large appliances like refrigerators and clothes dryers, even though they were still concerned about inflation. For more on global stories, I'm joined now by Tomiwa Ajewole, who is an analyst at Financial Derivatives Company Limited, live here in Lagos. Good morning. Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Let's have this for the fact that we're getting to the end of the year, so we're all happy that we made it through. But let's talk about the geopolitical tensions, which seem to be the current reality of the global years as we speak right now. The war between Hamas and Israel. You have the Houthis attacking ocean-going vessels in the Red Sea and all of that. What are you folks at FDC making of this new crisis upon crisis upon crisis?
Yeah, it seems that for the past years, the global economy can't take a break. You know, we've had several supply disruptions, starting from the COVID pandemic to the war in Russia-Ukraine war, and now the Israel-Hamas one. Now we're seeing that war escalate to the Red Sea region. You know, the Houthi, is a rebel group in Yemen, and basically they are attacking ships, that are aligned with Israel in their support for Hamas in the war going on. And basically, they've been always attacking Israel ships or ships that have interactions with, exactly. And now they are increasing their operations because the US is getting involved and they are trying to do their own damage. So what's happening now is the Red Sea region is actually a place where 12% of global trade flies through, and so what's happening right now is that shipping companies are having to take longer routes because they have to avoid that Red Sea region, and a journey that ought to take 26 days can take up to 36 days, and that increases the cost for shipping companies, fuel cost and things like that. So what this does, what the effects can have on the global economy is we can see costs might increase, and also many people order goods, they might have it at later dates. Yeah, so that is what is happening right now.
I know the shipping companies, as of yesterday when I checked, at least 8 shipping companies, including British Petroleum, Maersk Line, and a few others, have said, look, they're not going to use that through the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa just to bypass the problem at the Red Sea. And I'm wondering, how much impact do you folks at FDC think this will be on the shipping companies, the logistics and supply chain? Because again, when do you think the effects will start coming through?
Yeah, so the Houthi are able to attacking the ships, and there are dangers to lives, there are dangers to cargo, and as I said, it's going to impact their costs. And you see that right now the shipping companies are asking for more insurance, insurance
cover.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a tendency to stoke global inflation. Although transport costs actually do not cut more of the shipping companies' costs. So it's not expected for it to affect prices in the short term, except if the war elongates longer, then we can see it beginning to affect. But the US has formed the maritime force, and the US, along with other countries like Britain, they are stepping in to try to make the route viable. They're intercepting missiles, and we are seeing how that is going to. We don't know how much they are going to
be able to achieve with a task force.
Exactly.
But what we have in the news is that yes, where they can intercept what have you, but will this task force be able to attack the Houthi rebels back?
Yeah, I know.
If they're looking for a fight, it looks like the militants are looking for a fight.
Yeah, there's that risk, and you don't want the geopolitical tensions to escalate.
Yeah, because the report says that these Houthi militants are supported by Iran, and I'm sure as much as possible, US is trying to avoid allowing Iran to step into that Israeli conflict. So apart from the shipping companies and insurance firms that will have to cough out more, again, at the end of the day, consumers will have to deal with it. But we are dealing with the price of oil heading back up steadily over the last few sessions. So what do you guys make of this on that? What's the outlook moving forward?
Yes, basically, obviously, in fact, not only Brent oil prices, LNG prices have also been on the rise because about 4 to 8% of LNG cargoes actually travel that route. So we're seeing an increase, and markets, of course, reacted to it. Prices went yesterday as high as $81 per barrel, after opening the week around $77 per barrel. But moving forward right now, we're seeing prices are beginning to come down because, there's ample supply. Reports by the US showed an increase in their inventory, and also crude output also rose during the last week, and there are also concerns about global demand. So, and again, supply is not going to be, so far so good, supply has not been affected. The routes are just longer. So in that interim, we're still seeing prices muted and tamed.
Interesting. If we go back and just lift those geopolitical issues for a moment and talk about the U.S. consumer confidence increased to about 110.7 in December, just ahead of Christmas and year-end shopping. We saw this from the Black Friday, whatever it was coming. What do you think? What led to this major increase in the index? Yeah. Americans spending more money. Are they making more money?
Well, first of all, you know, the COVID pandemic, you know, they had a lot of savings, and you know, we are seeing a growth in these buy now, pay later services. Funny enough, I was here to discuss that sometime with you. But there's a growth in buy now, pay later services, and you know, people are really maximizing on credit. But you know, inflation is also going down, and there are bets of interest rate cuts in the near time. It's not only consumers' confidence is growing, even investors. We saw the rally in the major indices in the US stock before yesterday, where it fell. There was a 3-day rally. So investors are becoming.
I'm surprised. Americans are buying not just foods; they're buying appliances, they're buying refrigerators, air dryers, everything. They're just binging on durable goods. That's not just buying apple and oranges. They're buying television sets and things like that. It's good time over there.
Yeah, it's good, and it's positive for the economy, because we know U.S. spending accounts for a larger part of the U.S. economy. Consumer spending accounts for a large. So I mean, we're seeing a prospect where the soft landing might be achieved, and you know, there's little fears about recession. So consumer confidence is on the high.
Well, I think it's good news to Biden. He's contesting next year, so he's going to use that as a basis. But let's talk about Toshiba. 75 years listed on an exchange and exited. It breaks my heart when a company delists from an exchange, by the way. But what is this news to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's news, but it's news. I mean, back from 2015, they've been having several issues, and it's something that some people will have seen coming again. You know, they had accounting malpractice where they reported pre-tax profits were wrong, and you know, over the time they've had some bad deals, they've had investments that have left to bankruptcy. So and also they've also not been profitable. They've been dealing with low profit margins. So this is, and you know, going private is one of the strategic moves to use to make a company more profitable back in the long run. So we hopefully that's going to occur. You know, they're already making investments with ROM to produce power chips, and we hope they can start concentrating on higher margin operations of their company and see an improvement.
Interesting. So do you think we're going to get more movies, better productions from Warner Bros. And Paramount Global if they combine?
I mean, looking at their track record, we hope something will come.
They are two great institutions, companies, by the way.
Yeah. And I know it's a major strategic move, you know, because we see the streaming industry really taking flight, and this also is aligned towards improving their streaming operations. You know, see what Netflix is doing, and everybody's trying to compete with Netflix, and this is you know, consolidation is going to be a major trend moving forward as companies deal with the increasing interest rates on their debt levels, and other strategic operations to streamline their operations.
Very interesting. Thank you so much, Ajewole from Financial Derivatives Company. Have a great day. Thank you so much for being here.